How are you today?
We are fine, thank you, teacher.
You don't want to know if I'm okay or not. You don't want to ask me how I am. Because I say so. Okay, now I'm okay, and that's why I'm here. Now, for today, I want us to start from where we left last week. Yeah? So, maybe you can remind me, what did we learn last week? If you don't raise your hand, definitely I'll point somebody to answer the question. What did we learn last week? Hey, what did we learn? What did you learn? Last week we learned about hygiene. Okay, good trial. What did you learn? Yes? No one was in class last week. You are. What did you learn last week? Davis, you are being called. Davis. Okay, we learned about menstruation, how to place a pad, that is for the girls, the panty, and what else did we learn? Boys, before you left, what did we learn? Yes? What did you learn? Did we learn about SWOT? We just talked. Yeah, we did not learn about SWOT. Yes, we learned about SWOT, but that was not the main topic. Yes, but we learned about SWOT. Now that we said of SWOT, what does SWOT, the initial SWOT stand for? Say no to what? Let me hear it louder.
Say no to what?
Say no to unsafe behavior. Can you repeat?
Say no to unsafe behavior.
Okay. T stands for what? No, H. SWOT, no. W. W? Why? Give a reason why you don't want to engage in those behavior, in the unsafe behavior. What about A? Yes?
Give alternative.
Yes, you give an alternative. An alternative, we said you should give a positive action. A positive
Action.
What about T?
Talk it out.
Talk it out. Talk it out. So, today I want us to learn about some. I know you've heard of this, but I just want you to know. See how much you know about it. Now, today we are talking about HIV. We are talking about
HIV.
We are talking about
HIV.
now. HIV. We have the initials H, I, and V. H, I, and V. So, what does HIV stand for? Human immune deficiency virus. Let's give them a clap. Now, that is HIV. What about AIDS? What does AIDS stand for? AIDS. A different person. Yes. Acquired immune deficiency syndrome. Human immune deficiency virus. So, and then H we say is so A. Okay, let me ask. How do people get HIV? People get HIV through having sex with an infected person. Very good. Another way people can get HIV. Yes.
Through taking drugs.
Not through taking drugs, but using that needle, that the syringe, yeah? Yeah, when you use that syringe and also another person uses the syringe, if that person was infected, then even you will get infected. So that is through sharing of sharp objects. Is that okay? How else do people get HIV? Yes? Yes, please? No. No, it can be not touching the blood, but through, it can be through blood transfusion. Through blood transfusion, or if this person has a wound, is that okay? Even you must have a wound, like not even touching like this. Like, yeah, if you have a wound and the other person also has an open wound and the person is infected, then there is contact between your wound and that other person's wound. Is that okay? Yes. Another way?
Sharing sharp objects.
Yeah, we said sharing sharp objects. Another way people can acquire HIV. Yes. Sharing personal items like what? Like underwear, handkerchief. Okay, it is okay. What we can say is it is not advisable to share personal items like an underwear or a panty or even an handkerchief. Yes, sharing a toothbrush can, but underwear or handkerchief it cannot. But we should not share what? Personal items. We should not share personal items. Yes, we should not share toothbrush, that one can. Because if you brush, this other person was infected and then maybe it bled and then you also brush, then you can do what? You can? Yes. Yes, please. Yes? Yes? You raised your hand? No. Okay. Now, somebody can also get HIV through unscreened blood transfusion. Unscreened blood transfusion. But nowadays, the percentage of you getting blood that is not screened, it is very minimal. In the hospital, before somebody donates their blood, that blood has to be, that person has to be tested, and also before you are given that blood, the blood has to be screened. It has to be screened. Another way that somebody can get HIV, yes? Yes, from mother to child during birth. From mother to child during birth. Is that okay? So I have a few questions for you. So, if a mosquito bites me and bites another person, if I'm infected with HIV, and the other person gets HIV, yes or no? Okay, the answer is no. The answer is no. So if somebody is at home, maybe a family member has HIV, if you share a plate, not sharing a plate, yeah, sharing a plate, because at home we don't mark plates and cups, is it? Yeah? Yes. That this is mine. So if you use the same like plates and cups in the same household, can that person infect you with HIV? No. No, that person cannot. If you share something like a sweater or a dress with somebody who has HIV, can you get HIV? No. If you play together with a person who has HIV, like maybe you are out there during game time and then you play with somebody who is infected, can you get HIV? No. No. So those are not ways that you can get HIV from. Is that okay? So we only say the ways that you can get HIV is one, from mother to child during birth. But also, that one, the doctors are minimizing it because if that mother goes to clinics, then there's medication the mother is given so that the child who is born is healthy and is free from HIV. Is that okay? So another way is sharing sharp objects, e.g. needles. Is that okay? Yes. Another way? Yes. Yes, through unscreened blood transfusion. Through unscreened blood transfusion. Another way? Is there any other? Is there any other? No. Yes? So you are not supposed to go touching people's wounds. Is that okay? Yes. If a friend of yours has wounds and you don't have blood, shake it from there. Sindio? Sawa. So, how can you prevent yourself from getting HIV? How can you prevent yourself from getting HIV? Now, like 100% surest way to prevent yourself from HIV, STI'S and unwanted pregnancy is by abstaining. Is by abstaining. Is by abstaining. So, if somebody is born with HIV, maybe that person got it from their mother, then that's a different case. But we also get HIV from having sexual intercourse with an infected person. So that means when you abstain, what does it mean? You cannot get HIV. You cannot get HIV. So last time I talked about abstaining. What did I say abstinence is for abstaining is? This is the only person who, and the other who is there. They are the only people who were in class last time. So the others we were absent, yeah? Were we absent? Yes. No. Or yes? Yes. away from? Thank you. So we say abstinence is keeping, to abstain is keep away from something. So in this case, it is keeping away from any behavior that can put you at risk of HIV. Is that okay? Okay. So until, yeah. Any person who has a question? Any question? Yes?
When your mother has HIV and you get sick and your mother gets back to you, so it makes it when you have it.
No. It's not a must. I am saying when a pregnant mother goes to the hospital, they have to be tested for HIV. It's mandatory. So, if that mother goes to the hospital and they discover that she has HIV, then she's put under medication. Is that okay? So, this medication is going to prevent the unborn child from doing what? Contracting or getting HIV. So, it's not a must. Any other question? Or I continue? Yes? Do you have any other question? Okay, yes? Is there a way to? Okay. Does HIV have cure?
Yes.
Does it have? Scientifically? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. What's the name of the drug that people use to cure themselves? Yes? ARVs. ARVs, does not cure HIV. ARVs or antiretrovirals, you take them so that you boost your immune system. Is that okay? And helps you to, so that your CD4 count does not go down. But it does not cure HIV. So, if somebody has HIV and they start on ARVs, it means that this person will take ARVs the whole of their life. Is that okay? Yes, so it does not, ARVs don't cure HIV. Yes. Any other question? So, we also have STI'S. We also have ST. So, what does STI stand for? And somebody who has not. Yes. Yeah, they are sexually transmitted infection. How do people get STIs? Okay, yeah, through sexual, you said through sexual abuse. So, as the name suggests, it is sexually transmitted infections. Is that okay? So, these sexually transmitted infections are transmitted through sexual intercourse. Is that okay? So, what are some of the STIs that you know? So, raise your hand and we have gonorrhea. Only one. You only know gonorrhea. Is HIV not a sexually transmitted infection? It is. Yeah. So HIV is one of them. Yeah. So we have gonorrhea. We have HIV. How many are saying corona? Is it true? Corona is a sexually transmitted infection? No. So, give me one example. Say you have HIV, you have gonorrhea. Pink. Give me another one. Let me hear from you. Give me one. So there is HIV, there is gonorrhea, there is trichomoniasis, there is, have you said syphilis? Yeah, there is syphilis. Have we talked about syphilis? And then there is herpes. Have I said chlamydia? Yes, chlamydia. So what did I say? One. Yes. Gonorrhea, 2. HIV, 3. Syphilis, 4. Chlamydia, 5. Herpes, 6. HIV. And another one, trichomoniasis. Is that okay? So, how can you prevent yourself from getting STI'S? How can you prevent yourself? No, not. She's the only one who is in class, eh? You do what? He says you avoid sexual abuse. You abstain, huh? You abstain. So we say abstinence is the only surest way to prevent yourself from HIV. STI'S and unplanned teen pregnancy. Unplanned teen. Now that we talked about sexual abuse, what did we say last time? What should you do in case you are abused? Yes, very good. You should talk to a trusted adult. Very good. Another thing you should do. Yes, you should go to the hospital within 72 hours. Yes. Sorry. What else should you do? In case of sexual abuse, what else should you do? Now, you should not bathe. You should not. You should not do what? Like this. If you bathe or if you take a shower, what happens? Raise your hand and tell me what happens. Yes? You wash away the evidence. So, and in case you need to do what? To change those clothes, because maybe they are stained or blood or something. What should you do to these clothes? And how will you carry them?
Something like this, they won't let them.
No. No. How will you carry this cloth? Yes. Okay, thank you. She said that you put it in a polythene paper. Another person? Yes.
If you don't have a polythene paper, you can touch it with a glove.
You can do what?
You can touch it with a glove.
Oh, you touch it with a glove. Okay, now, actually you're not supposed to put this cloth in a polythene paper. Is that okay? Why? Because our polythene bag likes sweat and it will wash away maybe the evidence. So there is carrier bags, you can carry it in a carrier bag. These carrier bags that we do have nowadays, or there before you advise that you can wrap it in a brown paper, that paper, the one that you use to cover books, the one that is not polythene like, or you wrap it in a newspaper. Is that okay? But nowadays, just you put it in that carrier bag. The carrier bag is okay because it doesn't sweat. It does not sweat. And also, you're supposed to go to the hospital within 72 hours, as he said. What is the reason? Why should we go within the 72 hours? Very good to prevent STIs. Yes. To do what? To prevent pregnancy. Very true. To prevent HIV. Good. So within these 72 hours, one, you're given medication that will help prevent, if it's a girl, get pregnant, being pregnant, or get the HIV. And if it is a boy, to prevent themselves from getting HIV and STI'S. So you should go to the hospital within 72 hours. So, yes. Any question? Any question regarding HIV, STI'S, sexual abuse? Next week I'll come with a written exam. We'll do an exam for guidance and counseling. What we've learned from
Day 1.
From the first session till today. So next week get prepared. Yeah? So, any question? We don't have any question. So, I don't know. Okay, let me see. If I come next week or the other week, you're going to learn about peer pressure. You're going to learn about peer pressure. We're going to learn about peer pressure. Yes, and also I'm going to test you what we learned from the first session. I see. There are those people who come to class and sleep, and you are attentive. Is that okay? So thank you very much for listening and for answering questions, and also for asking questions. If you feel like there's any other question you want to ask me, you can write your question, then you bring it to. Yes? AIDS, this one. Acquired immune deficiency syndrome, this one. When you have HIV, AIDS comes as a result of HIV. But this one is like the later stages. Is that okay? Now this one is like the disease. When you are infected with HIV, now the disease that you get is AIDS. Yes? Is AIDS? Sexually transmitted? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes. Sexually transmitted because body and it stays for a long time. Then it develops to any other questions? Now, briefly, I want us to talk about briefly. I want us. There's somebody who has a question.
Yes. She's asking if AIDS is worse. If AIDS is worse than HIV.
If AIDS is worse than
HIV.
AIDS is worse than HIV. Now, you know, nowadays, the symptoms for HIV, they are the ones, if you have AIDS, we say you are at an advanced stage, yeah? That advanced stage. So you are more likely to get those opportunistic infections. Is that okay? But nowadays, with ARVs, at least people live longer, and at least the ARVs minimize the opportunistic infection. So there are those people, somebody can die without even reaching this stage of. And also, you don't need to get worried, yes? For those who have HIV, we have said they are those ARVs. ARVs help people to live a normal, yes, to live a normal life. For those people who are under medication, you cannot even know that this person is infected. It's like me, it's like anybody. Yes, is that okay? So it's not like that it will be written, oh, this one has HIV. No. So when you take the doctor says that somebody has to take medication, and they take medication, they just live a healthy life. They live a healthy life. Is that okay? Yeah, you live a healthy life. If you have your goals and dreams, you achieve your goals and dreams. If you want to be a pilot, become a pilot, become a teacher, become a doctor. Is that okay? Yes, because if for those who are born with HIV, now they were born with HIV. So what is there is they should just live positively. And ARVs help people to live a longer life. Is that okay? So I want us to talk about briefly about what we learned last week. That is being menstruation. Yeah? So, I want to hear from the boys. Now, for example, you are in class, and a girl starts her menstruation, and she doesn't know, and then maybe the teacher calls her to come and rub the blackboard, and then she notices that, oh, I'm stained my clothes. So, as a boy, what should you do? Okay, what should you do? Keep quiet. Or if it is your classmate or your sister or your cousin. Yes. What can you do? What can you do? No, you laugh. Somebody said you ran away. You should run away. Should you run away? Okay. You laugh at this person? Okay, Emma, so what should you do? Okay, yes, you should tell her. Anywhere. Tell the guardian and the others. Tell the school. So tell the but most of you do laugh at them. Yes. But most boys laugh at them. So we said, okay, yes. So what we said is, it is very normal. It is normal. Like this is part of growing up. It is part of growing up. So when you laugh at this person, that person feels embarrassed. Their self-esteem goes down. You know, yeah. So what you should do is you can just tell the person. You can call the person and tell her, excuse me, you are done what? Yeah? Is that okay? Or if you cannot tell her, then you can talk to a class teacher. If that class teacher is a male, but even if the class teacher is a female or a male, then see, teacher knows that this is part of the program. Is that okay? No. So that the teacher can know how to help this person. Not running away, not laughing at them. Yeah? Somebody told me here that they are going to run away. So not laughing at them. Is that okay? Is that okay? When you look to your sister at home or your cousin, you should not laugh, because we've learned that this process is a way of growing up. The same way boys do have wet dreams, then also girls experience. Is that okay? Yes? If you are left alone.
We are cousins and we are left alone.
So maybe you talk to where you go for your shopping, if the shopkeeper, or where you live if there is somebody you trust or somebody who is yes, you can talk to them, maybe they can help you with one before maybe your parents come. Yeah, at least you should just talk it out. Hawezi kosa mtu mwenye unaweza ambia, si ndio? Kama ni jirani. Lakini si kila mtu. Ndio. Sasa kama mahali unaishi si ati unaongelesha kila mtu, si ndio? Ama the best way ni is that talk that you do go. When they will them to this has happened to me, kindly nisaidie na sanitary pads, then my mom will pay later. Is that okay? So, any question before we go? Yes. Yes. Yeah. At menopause. Yes. When you reach menopause, then when a woman reaches menopause, others do, others don't. But when you age, you don't. So, thank you very much. If you don't have any questions, if you feel like you have any question and you don't want to ask in front of the others, can you write it down?